Today we are going to be focusing on 3 beginner tricks that will actually help you to win at chess and stop blundering. So the first tip is to control the center. These squares, as I highlighted here, are the most important squares of the game. You should always try to get your knights, bishops, pawns and every piece to this important square. Even in the endgames, kings are really useful on these 4 squares. So, you won't start the game with a4. You might have seen top players playing something like e4 or d4. It helps them control the center and gain space. And in response to that, you have never seen a5 or f6, something like that. They always play e5, copying you to also gain space and control the center. As you can see, we are putting pressure on the center, trying to get a piece on these 4 squares, and he will just develop and protect the pawn, and we can play bishop c4. Now you see we are controlling this square. We have this nice square which we can use to attack later, maybe push c3, d4. So if takes, we have full center control. And if they play something like f6, it already gives us advantage, as we can push d4. If they take, we can castle, quick development, and we are winning this game. Coming back, we should always play knight f3, knight c3, and for black knight f6 or knight c6. These help the knight to get into good position, and if you play something like knight h3, the knight is not doing so much here, and it might give you just a disadvantage as it's controlling these 2 squares which are not even useful in the opening. Instead, if you bring a knight here, then it's controlling these 2 squares which are really important for the openings. Now, second tip is do a 3-step blunder check before every move. Ask yourself, can they check me? Is there any threat? Is this move a blunder? You should always look at these moves. These moves are also called candidate moves. Now here, this is an example. Most of the players like pre-move this at 6, and that actually disputes the principle of chess, that whenever the opponent plays a move, you should always look for checks, captures, threats. Here we have a really nice capture, knight takes. Now attacking the rook and the queen. Now the queen has to save itself, and then we take the rook. We can bring our knight here back, and we are winning this game. As you can see, we are going to be plus a full rook. Another example that I want to show you is that when you play bishop c4, if they play knight f6, knight g5, d5, takes, here they didn't look like 3 moves ahead. We can take the pawn here on f7. This is a capture, and after that this will be a check. And a lot of people blunder, like they play a good move, but then we take with the bishop. Now the best move is queen f6, but they will just go knight here, and they didn't notice that we are threatening this check, and that's a checkmate to the king. Okay, so this was a second tip, and the third tip is to trade when you're plus in material. Like here, I will give you the example I gave earlier. Here, if black plays d5, you should trade. You should definitely trade. Although this isn't a great move for black, you should trade. If they play something like first d6, threatening to play bishop here, let's say castle, bishop here, this is already like completely winning for us, because now we trade, and the more pieces we trade, the less chances the opponent has to make a comeback. So here we can go here, and if they castle, we can take this, rook takes, develop our pieces, and they can try to trade even more pieces. And One bonus tip that I would like to give you is when you're plus in materials, trade pieces, not pawns. Because pawns will help you to get passers and that will help you to promote to pieces and fewer pieces is equal to fewer tactics to miss. Your material edge wins and games, and this is a great tip for beginners. So this was the video and this was the 3 tips on how to win at chess. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.